Hey guys, Zappe here and welcome back to another PMU video. This time around, we are going to quickly explore Winden Frigid Heights and I will show you all that you need to know about this and a couple of the surrounding areas. So first and foremost, as you can see, well, it actually is a little bit of a area to explore. So the first thing we're going to do is the ladder we see right at the beginning. Follow this way, and in here, the Frigid Heights Inn is obviously, as you could usually tell, inns usually are always rest stops. This is 10,000 poke to have your rest stop here. There are going to be a couple cheaper places that are actually right in front of dungeons that we will go over later on. Alright. Next, we're going to go to the left here, across these ice patterns. As you can tell with these two houses, I just want to make sure that you guys know, here is your Chimecho Assembly. As soon as you go up the ladders over here, it is in the bottom middle part of the town. And if you go around this way, here is your Kangaskhan Storage. So, just wanted to point those out because those are really important. Next, we're going to actually go down this ladder here. And we're going to head into the cave. And we're just going to keep following these caves. There is a reason for them, I promise. It is actually something kind of useful. There are Bergman around. You cannot hit them because you cannot attack while sliding on the ice. We walk over this way. And as soon as we hit here, a braviary. Ah, hello. I haven't seen your face before around these parts. Hello, I'm Braviary. I help explorers get around these parts. Without me, they become quite hard to navigate. Where'd you come from, explorer? Ah, Snow Basin Town, you say? I haven't flown there before. Snow Basin is part of an entirely different civilization, mostly unknown to our people. Although it may not be bad to expand my horizons, I'd be willing to take you there for a fee of 500 poke. I hope the ride goes well, though. Please come to me if you require my services. So yeah, so Braviary here will fly you back to Snow Basin Town for 500 poke. So if you say wanted to have your spawn point be here in that rest inn or a couple others that I will show when we get to those videos, you can have your spawn point be here, use the Braviary to fly back down to Snow Basin and explore those dungeons down there, if you so wish. Oh, sorry. Next, we're going to go up these ropes right here. And this building here is actually a little important. Hairstyles might give you a clue. This NPC right here, Lawrence the Cricketoon. If you have a Furfrou and are active as Furfrou, you will be able to change to all of the different hairstyles that are possible for a Furfrou. Every single one of them is spreaded, and even as a shiny Furfrou, you can also still get your hairstyles changed. So, felt like this was a little bit of a important thing, and I will say spoilers, Furfrou is in an upcoming dungeon. I will not say which one, but it is in an upcoming dungeon, so even if you don't have a Furfrou yet, I will make sure to note to you where it is. So you can walk across this wooden bridge here, and we can come back to Winden Frigid Heights. Now, up here, I want to make note of this just because I wanted to at least show this up. Frigid Heights, the Grand Library. There are books all around here that will teach you about the different things of whatchamacallit. It will teach you about all the different history of Winden and all that. So, a neat little place to explore. I felt like showing this off just because I just feel like it's showing off the whole town would be kind of important. You can go down in those two areas and you can slide around in that pond and sleep there if you so wish or whatever you want to do. So, next, we have 3 different NPC houses to show off really quickly. You may have seen it right at the beginning here. There is a Cynical house. There is Blaze, the Typhlosion. I think I'm set for another month. The thicket nearby has plentiful firewood. I don't really want to go there often, though. It feels uncanny around there these days. You may see a bed. It isn't a spawn point, I promise. Then we have up here, Machop House, Flex. I heard my ancestors are from Tanner. I wonder if any of my kind still live there. I bet they're not as strong as I am. I train even in the freezing cold. And then we have a Squirtle House here. Aquarius the Blastoise. The Grand Library has a lot of interesting reads. A lot of stuff about Winden. You should check it out sometime. And if you run all the way around... Day 32. They still don't know I'm not one of them. Oh. Alright, and actually, last but not least, is in here, the Frigid Heights Bazaar. As you see, there is a Xatu for your boxes, a Licky Licky for your cleansing and recycling needs. You have Lumi for big mushrooms to be able to learn previous evolution moves. This Berkbite at this current moment says they're out of stock and to check back later, so we don't know what they do yet. But we're going to go to Cryogonal. Of course, you can sell stuff. But you have here Icicle, which is a throwing item, sort of like the Stick, Iron Thorn, etc. Escape Orbs. Yachi Berry for your ice type damage being reduced. Hot Chocolate is, I just believe, a food... Oh, HP and PP restoration. It'll make you feel sleepy. Big Frozen Apple. Obviously, that does what it does. Free Seed, if you eat or throw it at somebody, they will become frozen. Ice Heal to heal your ice or your frozen status. Max Ethers. Self-explanatory. Reviver Seed, self-explanatory. And you can also buy escape ropes here. Now, actually, that is just about everything in this town, really. And I know it was quite short, but I wanted to make sure that we took note of... Oops, I'll come back up here. I wanted to make sure of good note to show you guys about this town, because it has quite a little bit, and you could kind of get lost if you don't know where everything is right out the gate from exploring. So that's why I made this. However, just so you guys know, the next 4 videos, well, at least the next 2 videos, we will be starting from just about where I'm standing now, and then when I go to show where these dungeons are, we will be starting from here, this little village, and we will go to the new dungeons that way. However, one of the dungeons I will say now is 4 parts. We will be going through all 4 parts, but that one dungeon, since it's 4 of the exact same dungeon, just different paths, I will not show how to get back to that dungeon 3 more times, because it's the same exact place. So I may or may not throw the clip of how to get there in front of each of the parts of that dungeon, just so you guys at least see in each thing how to get there. And even if it's different times, say like it's nighttime when I record how to get to the dungeon, and suddenly it's like dawn when we're doing the dungeon, or it's like dusk or day or night, I mean, you guys will at least know that I may just throw an intro clip to show how to get to that dungeon in front of each of the parts of that video, just so you guys at least know in case you forgot from the last part or something, just so it's a little bit convenient for you guys. But yeah, so that should take care of it. Oh, and I forgot, we're not exploring Frigid Rivulet and Lucent Burrow. Don't mind that part. I forgot to change that before recording this. My fault. But anywho, the next dungeon we're going to cover is called Risen Derelict. It is actually at the docks that we saw from that sign. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And in the next part, we're going to cover Risen Derelict. See you guys then.